Dave here, you may call me mowdownjoe. Welcome back to Let's Play Penny Arcades on the Rainslick, Precipice of Darkness 3! And we have, few enemies here that aren't anything out of the ordinary. Really, what worries me is that giant T-Rex there. Looked like a bit of a boss to me, so I decided to switch things up, and as far as class layout go, I made Gabe into a Crabomancer for the sake of making him a bit of a tank, switched Jim to the Elementor where he belongs, even though I've been having Gabe hogging that the whole time, and then decided, you know, just to make sure everything is smooth, and as far as making sure Gabe's tank, I mean, seriously, he has a nice little passive plus 30 defense there, just to make sure that tank goes extra smooth, equip the bullseye on him to make sure he auto-taunts everything his way, because why bother wasting a turn with Glare? That is definitely not inconspicuous. Oh, are you Rex ready for boss time against the Apachiosaurus? Yeah, this is blatantly obvious what that's a reference to, but anyway, this guy is interesting boss fight, a little bit on the tough side, but he doesn't have too much fancy, though he'll lead off with very hard hits, and I'm thankful I put the bullseye on Gabe, because that takes off like 3/4 of his health. It takes off like about 3/4 of his health right about now. So standard tactics apply. Just go ahead with he is weak to ice, not fire. No fire weakness here. Yeah, watch out for that snapshot. He has no fire weakness. Weak to ice. So I have Gabe and good old Gabe and Jim. I mean, Tycho and Jim charge up for ice shards every chance they get, obviously, and defend as necessary. And a special thing you want to be aware of, since you do have Moria and they are starting to introduce interrupts, you'll definitely want to interrupt him every time you have a good chance, and he's not sitting in the wait queue. Once he's past the wait queue, interrupt him every chance you get. It will make the fight a lot easier. He'll ramp up. He won't be able to ramp up his power as quickly, so it'll make it easier on him to just not keep knocking him out of his actions, and you'll be able to just move through him a lot easier. Because trust me, that it isn't just more damage that you're doing. It makes it kind of harder to kill them in general. So just let loose with the interrupts whenever you get a good opportunity to. And of course, like I said, he is very, very weak to ice. You could probably just, if I had planned this better, I'd be alternating ice shards every other turn against him, and it would probably take him down relatively quickly. He hits hard, and especially with his snapshot, but just keep wailing on him. Eventually, he'll go down. Once he gets low on HP, he will end up buffing his speed with a paradox or something like that, with a spell called Paradox or something like that. So make sure to take care with that, because that will make things a lot more difficult for you, especially since it'll make it harder for you to interrupt him, since he'll be going through his actions that much quicker. So, but that said, yeah, see, that interrupted almost nothing. And there he goes with the speed up, but I think we've almost got him. It's like, what's his HP at about now? Come on, pass me. You can pick commands faster. Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, that and an ice shards and one or two other attacks, and take him down. He's got a good bit of HP, but it shouldn't be more than you should be able to deal, especially with breakthrough helping pierce him, and ice shards dealing 800 damage a shot. And Rex ready goes down for the count. Ooh, and Jim learned absorption there. That is a really useful skill. How about we go ahead and take a look at that really quickly? So, yeah, go ahead. View. Absorption. Gain 1 MP while defending. I don't need to tell you this, but this will speed up spell charge time immensely. You'll be able to fire off like 3 MP spells like it's nothing. You'll be able to cast back-to-back Dark Blast with Jim like it's nothing. I'm just gonna imagine he said something funny. Oh, Jim. Guy must like Magic Gathering. Yeah, everything's in one piece, why are we here? So that's not the piece. Painfully old. Huh. So, in other words, like, what, is, like, the Necronomicon, like, a piece of a huge puzzle? Well, I guess so. Huh. Yeah, you might want to take that to heart, Tycho. I mean, if the Necronomicon really is alive, then, I mean, you have an advanced degree in the end of the world. If the Necronomicon is really alive, maybe it just realizes that it has nothing left to teach you. Really? Oh, so she was the one that filed the divorce papers, even though he left for start a business, I'm guessing. Yeah. Yeah, tough luck dealing with exes. Oh, well. Anyway, we could head to the Hark House, but there's actually one... Yeah, well, a little bit of story first. Yeah, the Hark... I guess Harks have a pretty interesting history here in New Arcadia, and we could buy some stuff. In fact, I probably will buy some stuff. Just, particularly, I'll probably be buying this Signet Cygnus, just because of the fact that, well, because of Gabe's, because of the charming skill that's available to the whole gentleman class, and I'm pretty much good. That I anticipate keeping Tycho on throughout the entire game. It's just because of that, giving him that, like, extra magic boost, just help his offense that much more. But for now, let's go ahead and purchase some Molotov up uses. Couldn't hurt, and maybe we'll also purchase, like, a potion level up, because, you know, 50 HP is starting to look a little tame right about this point. And, yeah, we really don't feel the need to buy any weapons at this point. We're doing adequate damage as is, and plus we don't have enough cash to make going to the next level of weaponry just that practical. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and just buy that Signet. And, as you see, like 30 more magic boosts in the magic range, so that's something to look forward to. Go ahead, give that to old Tycho there, and yeah, that's gonna really boost his attack power there. I mean, especially what with and we'll hand down the magic ring to Jim there. And I mean, like I said, keeping in mind the charming status, seriously, he has more attack power than Gabe. That's sad. Gabe's supposed to be the physical bruiser here, and Tycho can out-physical damage him. That's sad. I thought you were supposed to be the damage dealer, Gabe. You used to be cool. What changed? But yeah, we could head to the Hark House, but I feel like, well, let's not sell all the stuff that we have equipped. No, pass me, no. Let's not sell the stuff that we have equipped. Let's not sell the stuff we have equipped. For some weird reason, they put the stuff that you have equipped in the sell screen. I do not understand that at all. It doesn't jive at all. Although I should probably unequip the bullseye. Whatever. But yeah, now I realize that. But yeah. No, we are not selling the stuff that we have equipped. Well, we could probably buy Mocha if we had the cash, but we're a little short. Maybe later. Maybe a little later. And there are a bunch of all set up items, but those are really expensive, so probably... It's nice that they show us, like, the end-game equipment for sale right at the beginning of the game. I mean, they did that with Cthulhu Saves the World for, like, a little bit, and that was interesting, but at the same time, though, it kind of intimidates you into thinking, I gotta buy all the endgame equipment right now, when really you're not gonna have the cash. But anyway, Coliseum happened to open up, so that's a little weird. Let's go check that out. So yeah, obviously, as I sell this here, enemies here actually respawn after you leave, unlike every other area in the game. So you can actually level grind here if you want. Unfortunately, and we can also gain like little prizes for wiping out like an entire tier of enemies, but unfortunately we haven't unlocked the entire tier of the entire first tier of enemies. That said, let's go ahead and fight these guys just to show you what's going on with them. We got zombie sunflowers. These guys aren't anything too threatening. They're actually very weak. They have very low HP, and we could, if Tycho had a little bit more magic power, I'd say he could probably one-shot them all with full auto. As is, he's going to deal significant damage already. Probably just weaken him a little bit and then let Tycho go let loose with full auto, and things will... Okay, so Tycho can one-shot him with full auto. See what that Signet does for him? And now we got zombie tourists and armless zombie gladiators. These, obviously, you're starting to notice a theme with the Colosseum, and it's that we are all going to be seeing zombies. I am imagining that will be persistent. I have not checked out the Colosseum lately, although I am significantly farther in the game than last time I remember. Obviously, you're seeing this. But yeah, these guys, like pretty much every zombie you'd expect, very weak to fire, so we can go ahead and just torch them. But as is, these guys are very weak. Probably a little. We could probably easily take them out with almost no hassle whatsoever. So there's really no reason to go hit them with a fireball unless you want to just go, oh my god, look how much I barbecued this guy. And I got to switch back to Elementor on Gabe there. Probably for the best. Eventually, Elementor will be actually useful for Jim there. Eventually, since I'll actually cover the entire elemental, like every element that you get for physical attacks is in the form of magic there. Because seriously, what is with them giving you all those physical attacks? Ooh, and Gabe's first blood evolved into Sucker Punch there. So yeah, it's Sucker Punch is essentially just first blood but stronger. It's one thing that is kind of interesting about this game is when they give you a spell that's strictly better than an earlier spell, they discard the earlier spell, which is, I guess, okay, but at the same time, I guess that as long as they're looking at the strictly better angle, but if this were like Final Fantasy, at least they'd have different MP costs to balance out the fact that you'll have different levels of heal spells. Hell, I know one particular Let's Player that does a lot of RPGs, won't say his name, but he barely uses the higher level cure spells in the Final Fantasy games outside of battle, and he could just easily use, and he mostly just uses the basic cure, and obviously uses Cure Raja in like the higher levels battles. But really not much else that we can do there, so I guess I can just wrap it up here. Until next time, everyone, I'm Dave. Remember, there will be blood. Take care, everybody. And honestly, I just futz around at the office from here on in. Really nothing interesting. In fact, none of the dialogue is that particularly interesting outside of what I showed you at the beginning. So yeah, that's it.